toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense is on the field for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Shabera. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. That's caught. It's Shabera. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Badger!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. To the air on first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Hunt is on its way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So USC's offense will go to work for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Peppers. Catch in the middle, it's Alvarado.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Caught over the middle. It's Ellington. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
From the gun, running back on the move. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Trying to do it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, USC! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll run play action. Snagged out of the air. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. On the move and looking deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, he makes the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He'll get rid of it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Terrell. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Wisconsin. saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these three...
Looking for a huge play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense in press coverage. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. And the Badgers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Picks up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Can't get him to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love it.
Breaks into the open. Strong, firm tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Makes his man miss. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on 1st down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10.
This offense, I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Peppers. Pressure coming. Working that left side now. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Alvarado. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun. Wants to pass. Now adjusting. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Woodside. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Trojans line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The sure hands, it's Shabara. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Shabara. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Peppers. They're working that left side. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. no surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Grabbed in the middle, it's Peters. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. They'll try to run for it. Plows through the defense. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Peppers. Got his man quickly. There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Caught in the backfield, it's Burrow. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Makes guys miss. That's what he does as he's out to the 20.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And here comes the offense on second down. Using his legs, it's Stevens. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Turning it on! They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Finds a crease at the 20. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense.
Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, they start. Horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Woodside. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Caught behind the line. It's Peters. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was and they can't convert on third down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Badger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. Man, for the love of Tolzien and Stocco, what a day this guy's having.
And I think everybody gets the label as a Wisconsin quarterback as game manager. I think he's tired of hearing that. He said, listen, give me the rock. I'll spin it around, make some big plays, and he's putting on a show tonight.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally.
He smashes his way through again. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Peppers. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Alvarado. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. They get to him as he throws.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but he's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just ran him over. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Badgers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Peppers. Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And the Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Give to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Trojans are marching down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it. A tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 18 to Akron. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Peppers. Quick completion on the out. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback will keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Amidst a den of deafening noise, he'll try to tie the game. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres.